You seem like you're in a big hurry, Vault Dweller. What's the rush? Psychos, you mean? Yeah, that's us. Now I'm asking nicely, why are you out here? Huh. Picked a fine day to leave your asshole, didn't you, turd? I don't envy you. You're going to get your mouth shot off out here.
Left and right, it's your choice. Both paths lead to shelter past the battle.
Get over it. Let's get the fuck out of here before we all suck down 50 rats, shit blood, and die.
We have to get moving. This place won't be free of radiation for long. I'm going to discount that outburst on account of you having battle fatigue. Get a grip. We need to be moving. It's nothing serious, just an effect of surviving what we just went through. The battle has clouded our hearts as much as the skies. Even I need a minute to catch my breath after that. My memories are still rising to the surface, the gunfire throbbing in my ears. There are a lot of questions to ask, a lot of wounds to heal. The sooner we get on our feet, the sooner we can be rid of this sensation. We'll have to rest overnight somewhere safe and secure, somewhere free from the terrors of the Wasteland. I remember some place like that when Dr. Rossman brought me to the vault, not far from here. With any luck, the house will still be there. Come on, we can rest at the safe house until this wears off. I'll follow your lead. Come on, we have to get going. No time to waste. Follow the map marker Dr. Rossman set on your Pip-Boy. It'll lead us to the Pine Haven safe house. Leave no survivors.
You're gonna get beat by a
Leave
girl.
no survivors. Over here.
Well, look who it is. The Chief Girl Scout. Did they have to drag you out of that hole by your hair?
I just lost my whole family, Kira. We're all that's left.
Oh yeah? Well, I lost mine a long time ago. I've always been alone. And now that I'm out here, I like it that way. Kira? What are you doing? I don't see why you should live. You're no good to me, you waste space, and I don't like you.
Kira, you shoot her, you're dead. You want to play by Wasteland rules, then know that numbers always win.
Fine. I'll let the trollop live. That way all the boys can use her as their personal cum bucket. Great.
The house we're headed to is up ahead. You can either join us or stay here and rot. Your choice. The house is this way. Follow me.
So, our mighty hero strides into the wild wasteland at last. Welcome to the real world, tough guy. I bet it is. I see you decided to run off into the wasteland with your gang of misguided youth. I'm going to make camp here tonight. Then I'm going to take this road west until I find the nearest pack of raiders. Then I'm going to hunt them down, take their shit, and find a way into their base so I can figure out where they took my tribe. Unless you have a better idea? I'm sure you do. All right then, smart jock. Lay it on me. What the hell makes you think I need to be on your team? Or, more importantly, why do I need you? Oh yeah? And what makes you think I need a scruffy nerf herder like you dragging along at my side? You can't just fix what you did. Do you have any idea the scars you opened? You can't just expect those wounds to heal or make me forget it. I don't care how smart you are or where we're going. I need to be respected. You? No. You don't have the right to get me riled up like this and just blow it out. That's not fair. What do you mean? You're just going to forget everything I just said like it doesn't matter? I'm gonna give you one more chance, okay? You have no idea how hard this is for me. I'm not easy to just calm down. I'm not like that. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Thank you for understanding me.
think the freight train has finally run out of...
Jesus Christ, Johnny, keep it together.
Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Why did I follow all you up here again?
I think this is the house Dr. Rossman told us about.
Johnny! Hey, I think he's finally down for the count. We'd better do something.
There's nothing we can do for him right now. Just let him rest.
So, this is all of us.
We're all that's left. There were so many of us running through the caverns. Someone else must have made it.
I didn't see anyone else after we took out the turrets. I think the Enclave got them.
Well, those freaks outside, who the hell were they? Looks like they were kicking the Enclave's ass.
They were Dragon's elite psychos. The raiders that enslaved my tribe. They're the ones I'm gonna kill.
Then you're in luck. It looks like the Vault's reactors blew them all to hell along with the rest.
No, that was only a small raiding party. There are thousands of them out there, and we need to take them out.
This is the house Dr. Rossman told us about. I remember him bringing me here when I first woke up from my delirium. We should find out what happened to the people that lived here, then get some rest. I'll take first watch. We're on one of the highest points in the mountains. The cold air should fall down the slopes and push any heavy particles downwind. The valleys will be dangerous heading back towards the vault. Radiation is a constant danger. Watch your pit, boy. No, I don't think you'll survive more than another 2 hours without a double shot of Fixer. Then you don't need me to tell you I saw him jab himself in the heart with a fistful of adrenaline on the way up here. Walking up that hill got his blood pumping, so he's probably in shock. You'll have to find a blood pack to dilute the stimulants, or he won't wake up. Possibly, but this is a perfect place to rearm and recuperate, and we have eyes on the only way up the mountain. I'd rather be surprised in high ground than trapped down in the open, away from supplies, cover, and intelligence. The Wasteland scouts had a supply of mines down in the basement. They'd deploy them along the road end to deter any threats coming up the hill. That sounds like a personal problem. I knew these people. They were friends. If you can find them, they won't mind sharing their space. I'm worried about why we didn't see them on the way up here. You're right. No one leaves their weapons and ammunition in the Wasteland. Not unless whatever's chasing you is more terrifying than losing your life alone in the wastes. There should be a note left around somewhere if they were forced to leave. These were Dr. Rossman's friends. Wasteland scouts stayed here. If something scared them away from their post, it must have been impressive. I'll search the house for a map. We'll have to get to safety somewhere populated where the Enclave is afraid to operate. We can set our own objectives from there. Maybe we can find work with the locals. The NCR always has contract jobs available, or settle with a tribe. For now, I think your first concern as de facto leader of this gang of misfits is to keep them from falling apart. You saved these people. You are responsible for them. You would do well not to think of them as soldiers. Each of them have reasons they should never be handed a gun. The only reason they're out here is to survive. You have to take control. To do that, you have to stop their argument before it escalates. Fire your weapon into the ceiling, just once. That should get their attention. Don't wait too long, or they may start a fight you can't stop.
When the fuck did you turn into goddamn She-Hulk? Are you on Psycho? Jesus, one drugged out maniac is enough.
If you don't want to fight, then that's your deal. I have a mission, and I'm going to see it through.
I
Are
think
you
you should put that away
serious?
until you need
I
it.
think that your plan is suicide. We barely made it out of the vault alive. We can't face an army.
You're just cowards. I've studied the vault archives for years. I know everything about them.
Your crazy half-cocked delusions are gonna get you shot. Look, how the hell did you get out of the vault so fast anyway?
There's another way out. Through the reactor's emergency vent. I closed it off and made my way outside.
What? The only way to initiate the self-destruct is to close off the shaft. You... the overseer to do what he did.
Hey, Eric and I were discussing our plans for the future. Where to go from here.
That was a good speech. Better than what I could do. I feel a little better knowing one of us can actually lead. Thanks.
We'll talk when we get settled. Just give me a minute.
Hey, thank you for saving me in the vault. I really appreciate the way you treated me back there. I would have just stayed down in that room until... well, I'd be dead if not for you. Thank you. Huh. You always know just what to say, don't you? Thanks. I never saw my mom and dad down there. Katie and Tommy must have been with them in the beds next to mine. I think that's what hurts the most. Just not knowing. And not getting to say goodbye. No, stop. Don't try to get my hopes up. My dad wouldn't have run away. He's not a coward like Kira. He'd never abandon his scouts, not unless he was dead. I always wanted to grow up to be like Yeti Hale. He was my hero. He showed me how to stand up for myself and take responsibility for my actions. Yeah, he was a joker, but he was a legend out here. I'm just his little girl that can't get by without Daddy holding her hand. Yeah, I'm sure. I just want to be alone right now. And I don't. Seriously, I'm not in the mood for this at all. Maybe. Just go do what you need to do. I just want to sit here for a while. Maybe get some sleep. I'm sure you do too.
That was some speech you gave. Let's hope you can hold this little team together long enough to stick to your promises. You should just let that son of a bitch rot. He wouldn't help you. What do you need me to do? Not as long as that little blonde twit is with us. I don't want to have to pull her out of the jaws of some giant spider. Yeah, sure. But today is not that day. That was some speech you gave. Good. I'm going to hold you to it. When we find our tribe, we'll fix all of this.
We'll talk when we get settled. We'll talk when we get settled.
I think I just want to
give
get
me a
some
minute.
rest before we head out. I have a lot to think about.
Well done. You managed to keep our little tribe together. Dysfunctional as it is, we're all still alive. I'm positive. At the very least, they would abandon each other, and without basic survival skills, they'd be dead in a few days. How many of them know not to drink the water or eat irradiated food? Which of them would stand up to a raider and talk them down from a massacre? As long as we're all in one place, we can pool experience and stand against small armed tribes. Otherwise, divided, they'll be alone with the desert and outnumbered by our enemies.
Of course. Complete everything you need to do and we'll prepare in the morning.
I have a feeling they didn't live through the winter. I'd check out back and see what you can find in the garden. If the soil is tilled, then they've left recently. We need to travel light and get them to safety before moving on. The Enclave remnants and raiders will both be looking for survivors. The best we can do for them is reach Union City and wish them luck from there. I'd rather travel alone. Groups attract attention. Just one. Find any food and water left in the cellar and distribute it to our companions. They need it as much as you do. And lastly, if you haven't found a suitable change of clothes, you should scavenge what you can. Any one of us still wearing a vault suit gives away our origin. That may not be in our best interest as we meet strangers along the road. The clockwork mind on your arm to them just looks like magic. Very few will understand its origin except as black magic of the old gods. Only a few generals and businessmen may ever have any idea what it really is. We should try to avoid them. There's a legend of a small device like ours, one that can fit in the palm of your hand. If you find one, you should use it to hide your origin. It seems our companions have finally settled down. You should head to bed if everything else is taken care of.
I just want to sit here for a while. Maybe get some
I see
sleep.
you don't let anything get in
We'll
your
talk
way
when we
either.
get settled. Just give me a minute.
It seems our companions have finally settled down. Good. We'll need this kind of magic to fend off the demons of this land. Set them along the road and in that stand of trees along the cliff. If a creature of the night sneaks up on us, it'll hit the road first, then run for cover along that ridge. To us, science is magic. You tamper with atoms and machines. We conjure the spirit of the flame and metal. What is the difference beyond the methods? Good. May their flames sear the flesh of our enemies. Add another tragedy to the list. I read their notes. You can find them on the shelves in the bedroom. It seems they were being tracked by an invisible demon. Eventually it found them here. They fought it, but Catherine didn't survive. The old man decided it was best to bury her here and set off to try and find it to take revenge. It said he travels light and assumes he'll never return. The damage to this house is from a weapon the demon used. I doubt with that kind of firepower it needs their supplies, which is why we found them here. Agreed. I doubt the demon will return to hunt us, but if it does, we should be ready. We should set traps outside tonight to be on the safe side. There are mines in the cellar. You may want to place them. After that, you should get some rest. You haven't recovered from your fatigue yet. It gets worse the longer you stay awake. You should head...
next track, I'll introduce you to my engorged hate stick. This is Death, 98-1.
Oh, fucking hell, man. What the hell happened? My head feels like a ball of thunder. Hey, buddy. Fuck, dude. I'll never do it again. I fucking swear. Except at parties and my birthday, or if I really need it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, man.
Hey, wake up. Wake up. Finally, you're awake. I was worried your restlessness was more than just a fever dream. It seems trouble has found us. We have to get ready. There were raiders coming up the road. They were carrying torches, so we spotted them. They saw a silhouette in the window. Now they're calling us out. Good plan. I'll try to get into a position around back. You watch the front. That's your call. Their leader's positioned down the hill just behind cover. You can try to talk them down, or we can try and fight.
Talk to us. We know you're all up there. Come on out now. We might let y'all live.
I think that's our cue to respond. Set up along the door and see what you can do.
I'm not gonna give you much more of a chance, all right? You don't come out, we're gonna light this whole damn mountain on fire. You all know about that stuff. You done killed enough of my brothers, Robbie. This is the last stand, old man. Come on.
So you're the one Nas told us to be on the lookout for. Boss had no idea that old vault was still up there. Shame it went the way it did. Now I'm only gonna ask you this once. Where is Dr. Rossman? Is that so? Now listen here, Pip. I've been hunting that savage nerd for 10 years, and you're gonna tell me that jerk-off Bragg nailed him in one shot? Do you know how many of my men have shot Rossman and reported him dead? He always comes back. Always! Now where the hell is he? Good. Because if Rossman ain't here, then I'll sure as hell come looking for you if you're missing. That'll lead him straight to us. Bag him.